The Ruthless Depression era seems to be becoming realer by the day, the closer we get to John Cena's retirement. Now let me explain what this means, alright? Who the hell is gonna replace this guy? When this guy retires, I swear to God, like this is gonna be the saddest day in wrestling. WWE is dead, the soul is gone, man. I think people are just trying to honestly cope with the fact that John Cena is gonna retire. Alright, there's nobody here to replace him. And I don't want to hear the conversation start with Dominic Mysterio replacing him. This guy is a bum, okay? Look at this scrawny dude. This is a 13-year-old bicep, bro. When your boy Intern John was 13, I had bigger arms than him, man. Get out of here. There is no way that John Cena is gonna give him the rub, okay? Get the hell out of here. I don't want to hear it. He can replace Chavo. He can replace the likes of Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio, but he cannot replace Big John, okay? Big Match John, okay? Now check this out. I have a crop of talent here that I picked out that I do believe, could potentially be chosen by none other than Triple Fraud. Now check this out. Cody Rhodes, 40 years of age. He's on the edge of Blue Chew age. I've heard a lot of reports coming from multiple sources that this guy doesn't want to be in WWE for longer. He doesn't want to be in wrestling for longer. He wants to move his career to this, acting. Okay, he wants to join this type of crowd. Now, it's ridiculous for the fact that, Randy Orton, he's still wrestling, and he's like, what? He's like 54 or something. He looks great. He still moves smooth in the ring, right? And Cody Rhodes wants to leave before him. He wants to retire before Randy. Come on, bro. All right. The fact that Cody Rhodes, he comes from that crop of talent, that generation of talent, I guess, and he wants to retire just makes him look like a wussy, bro. Right? Randy Orton, Ric Flair, Batista, these guys were still going in their 50s. Okay? And Cody Rhodes wants to leave? Come on, bro. I don't care if you have a daughter. I don't care. Look at Ric Flair. All right? He does it for the love of the game. This guy does not care. He can have dementia. He can be hopping on one leg. The guy will do a drop kick till he's dropping dead. And I appreciate that. I admire that. Now with Cody Rhodes, it doesn't seem like he appreciates wrestling. He's just trying to extract anything he can so he can be in Street Fighter 1, 2, and 3, motherfucker. He's trying to be a part of this group. All right, moving on. Joe Hendry, 37 years of age. Honestly, if you were to look at him visually, he does not fill the role of John Cena's facial proportions. I don't think he's handsome enough. I think, honestly, he looks crazy, right? I would never have my kid hang around him at any moment. All right, look at him. Come on, would you trust this guy with your child? Hell no, you wouldn't. Okay? Now, I get it, right? People like him. He has the crowd behind him, say his name, he appears, I believe in Joe Hendry. I get the meme, I get the humor, and, the value that comes with that. He's too much of a meme. John Cena was never a meme off rip, okay? He was, I guess, a meme in, FCW, but this guy is a fucking complete meme, so get the hell out of here. With Austin Theory, 28 years old, I truly think that this guy's the best pick. This is the best bet that they have recovering from the loss of John Cena, man. All right, Austin Theory has all the intangibles from his lore. Okay, look up Austin Theory's backstory. I'm pretty sure his backstory is like pretty tragic. That usually makes for great face in the company. I'm pretty sure even John Cena, he didn't have a father, right? Or he lost his father as well. But just think about that aspect, right? This aspect is what gets people more involved into your character. All right, that's just the truth of it. Austin Theory has all the intangibles from the muscles, okay? From the powerhousey type of look, the superhuman, superhero-esque facial and body proportions. That guy has it all. Now his mic skills, we have to confront his mic skills. Not that good. Now he's been off TV for a while. I really hope that he's putting in the time to improve and sharpen his mic skills. If he doesn't, then he'll forever be a jobber. Okay, I'm sorry. He needs to have those mic skills to kind of connect the dots between his personal lore and the mic skills, okay? Because that's how, it goes like this, okay? Triangle, boom. You have the fucking fans here, right? Whoa. And then you have the fucking two things down here that are the foundations of what makes a megastar. You need the mic skills and the lore. Okay, you need some shit for the fans to get behind you. Anyways, 30 years of age, Logan Paul, this motherfucker. Honestly, as much flack he gets, I do think he has all the intangibles, man, all right? He not only looks great, he has the same muscles as Austin Theory, probably bigger. He's much taller, right? Physically a star already, okay? Now his mic skills. You might say, oh, yeah, this guy just spews out shit and does cheap pop, type of lines for cheap heat. But no, I think that Logan Paul, if he were to just come into the business, think about it like this. If Logan Paul was not an influencer, right, and he just came into the business fresh, and he had the charisma still, he had the character, the look, everything he has right now, I don't know, maybe he was some fucking truck driver, and he tried out at the Performance Center, I do think that he would be the next John Cena, hands down. All right, you might say, oh, what the fuck are you talking about, Intern John? This guy's just like some dweeb. Bro, Logan Paul on the mic gets more heat and more reactions than all three of these guys combined. All right, it's not even close. Logan Paul is that guy. As much as you might hate him, you guys are, you maybe need to do some inner work. Because this guy, you look at him, he has all the raw talent you need to be a star in this business. Whether that's a heel, whether that's a face, if you were to slap on the American trope on him, right? Take this guy and make him a bum, make him a Stardust, and swap his role, right? Take his fucking American jacket, slap it on him. That would skyrocket Logan Paul tenfold, okay? Come on. All right, let's be real about Logan Paul, all right? Moving on, we have Braun Breaker. Now, Braun Breaker, he can fill the role of a Batista. I don't see a John Cena type of archetype with him, right? He was a college athlete. He doesn't really have the lore for people to get behind him, right? His dad was a Steiner, right? He kind of just has this fucking, Nepo baby type of backstory. And who really respects a Nepo baby, right? It's the same thing with, it's what happened with Cody Rhodes, right? Nobody really respects Cody Rhodes. Why? Because he's a Nepo baby. All the shit he's yapping about out of his mouth. Never give up. I love you, St. Louis. What do you want to talk about, St. Louis? Yeah, who cares? Who cares? Let's talk about your dad. Let's talk about how much fucking millions of dollars and $100 he gives you every single week, your allowances, huh? How about that? All right, Braun Breaker, it's the same thing. Not saying that he's got the same allowance and, he got treated the same way as Cody Rhodes, right? Living a spoiled life. But I'm just saying the perception always beats the reality, okay? The guy is looked at like a Nepo baby. He'll forever be a Nepo baby, okay? Moving on. LA Knight, 49 years of age, teetering to Blue Chew territory. Honestly, LA Knight, if he was younger, I think he would be in the position of John Cena, okay? I think he would be in the runnings alongside Austin Theory. But right now, he's just too old. He's too old. He's got a YouTube channel, right? His hairline is, already declining. Come on, dude. All right. Shout out to Semo Wrestling. I'm just joking, okay? I'm joking. I fucking love your videos. All right, moving on. Jey Uso. Boom. Now, Jey Uso's 40 years of age, and honestly, there's a lot of talks of him being the next Jeff Hardy, blah, 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 filling in that role. But honestly, there's too much of this going on, all right? There's too much of this, the fucking wine, and Jade Parker's behind, right? This right here is going on in the club, on a Thursday night, and he needs to stop it, all right? I'm sick and tired of a Jey Uso and just seeing those stupid videos of him and Jada on the island. Come on, bro. Like, he's 40 years old, man. 40? Like, come on, bro. Way too immature to be the top star. Way too immature to take on the responsibilities to go to a Make-A-Wish Foundation and autograph whatever they want to autograph. Whatever. Okay, this guy, he can't do that. He's going to be drunk and trying to, high-five a kid that's, he probably can't even move that arm, right? Jey Uso is one of those idiots who would not be, responsible enough to carry the company. All right, anyways, moving on. Dominic Mysterio, again, this guy is in talks all the time. He's always somewhere within the discussion boards, fucking on YouTube, right? People are saying that he's gonna be, top star, blah blah blah. Now I see the appeal with him being a modern Rey Mysterio, a modern Eddie Guerrero, even a modern Chavo, right? But I don't see him replacing John Cena. It's just not possible, man. All right, John Cena is one of one. The only guy here that I see being, logistically better than John Cena and logistically taking his place is Austin Theory. He's 28 years old, right? And check this out, right? 28 years old, boom. John Cena won the belt at 27, 28, right? Same thing. And, they can make Austin Theory basically the next John Cena if they wanted to. Now, will they do that? Probably not. Triple H, he thinks Austin Theory's he's too green. He's too green. He's too young. Yeah, I honestly, Road Dogg, I think he's too young. Now, these are the intangibles that, a John Cena-esque character needs, okay? This is why Cody Rhodes doesn't even work, to be honest, all right? Crowd connection. Cody Rhodes, he has it, but it's not for the aspect of like, oh, yeah, we love Cody for Cody. No. You love Cody because Dusty Rhodes, shot him out, and then boom, he was born into a great life, and there you go. Now you know Cody Rhodes. Okay, Cody Rhodes, he wears the American flag. He gets the cheap, proud American type of pop. But that's it, right? That's the crowd connection that you get from Cody Rhodes, okay? And after he won the belt, think about it. All that hunger faded. And that's where the crowd connection actually stemmed from. That hunger of him being an underdog was the anchor to his career, okay? Now, check this out. Otherworldly mic skills. Cody Rhodes does not have otherworldly mic skills at all, okay? He doesn't. Neither does anybody here, honestly, okay? To be honest, Logan Paul, if he spent a day or two with Dusty Rhodes, rest in peace, Dusty Rhodes, I think Logan Paul would be awesome on the mic, all right? This guy, and I keep glazing this guy. A lot of people in my comments are like, oh, why do you keep glazing Logan, bro? He's just like an influencer, bro. Come on, let's get real. Let's get real. Strip away all those preconceived notions and all those biases in your brain. Look at this guy's talent. Look at what he's done in the ring and on the mic and the reactions he's getting. Come on. Not even Austin Theory is doing that. Not even Joe Hendry's doing that. Not even Cody Rhodes can do that. Not even Braun Breaker can do that. Not even him. Not even him. Not him. Logan Paul can do it. All right. It's the truth. Okay? Now, check this out. Superhero and superhuman perception. Now, I'm not saying that each of these guys have to fucking, military press somebody to be the next John Cena, but they have to have the appearance, okay? These are the only two guys that have the appearance, Logan Paul and Austin Theory. Braun Breaker, you fit more of like a Batista animal type of build, and that's okay, right? That's, but that's not John Cena. We're talking about John Cena, okay? Logan Paul and Austin Theory, they both have the intangibles. Okay. Now, I'm honestly, I'm not too sure about Austin Theory's strength. I've seen in NXT he's lifted somebody who's big. I forgot exactly who. Next is moral inspiration. Now, this is a big one for me. All right, Cena is all about this. Never give up. Right. This is his brand right here. Moral inspiration. Blah blah blah. Right. The kids get behind him. The moms and dads support him. Right. Cody Rhodes, no. Okay, he's not an inspiration for the fact that this guy's biting and eye gouging within the matches and using the belt, right? Come on, bro. All right, I understand Triple H is trying to make complex characters, but if you're trying to fill the shoes of John Cena, don't do that. All right, so no, get the hell out of here. Joe Hendry, honestly, I don't know his past, but from the looks of it, his face, I would never, ever, ever have my kids around this guy. And come on. Look at this guy. Look at this smug piece of shit. Anyways, Austin Theory, I'm pretty sure on his Instagram he has this motivational Monday type of thing going on, and I enjoy it. I think it's cool. I think that's the angle that they need to go into for Austin Theory to be a star. Lean into this motivational shit, right? Talk about your backstory. That's what they need to do with Austin Theory. With Logan Paul, hell no. Okay, we already know what he did here. Okay? We already know what he did here, so it's over for him. Okay? The moral shit is gone. So that's where it gets complex. You know what I mean? I don't think anybody here can replace John Cena except for Austin Theory, and they need to pull the trigger now. 28 years old, man. All right, you're 29. You're almost 30. You're almost at Blue Chew age. You're teetering, and it's ridiculous, man. All right, Braun Breaker. The moral shit, I don't really know. Okay, I know he just played football. Blah blah blah. You know, but again, the Nepo perception is gonna ruin this shit. All right, moving on. LA Knight. He's just too old, man. He's just too old. I'm sorry, LA. I'm sorry, man. I do enjoy me an LA Knight promo, but the guy's just too old. Jey Uso, we already know where his morals are at. They're right here, in between the two cheeks of Jada Parker. Okay, boom. Dominic Mysterio, the perception, man. It's just a perception. Think about it. This guy's kissing on Rhea. He's kissing on Liv. Like, what are you going to tell a kid at a Make-Wish Foundation, right? What inspirational words are you going to tell? Yeah, cheat on your girlfriend, man. Come on, dude. Like, it's ridiculous, man. Okay? So, the conclusion is this. Austin Theory is the next John Cena. They need to pull the trigger right now. Triple H, get on that as soon as possible. It needs to be War Games. Everything else after War Games is irrelevant. Okay, it's all about this fucking angle right here. They need to tap in and hunker down on Austin Theory's return because it's so important. This guy needs to be entrenched and dead center with fucking Seth Rollins' Vision Group. Now, he needs to compete for one of those fucking belts by the end of the year or early 2026. If not, then it's over. It's over. Triple H obviously doesn't care about you. He's obviously not thinking about replacing Cena. Right? You're not going to be in that fucking discussion, right? You're going to be a jobber forever. Triple H, you better pull the trigger on Austin Theory, okay? Even Obafemi, I should have put Obafemi here, but, you know, Triple H, for some reason, he doesn't like to book. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, all right? I'm not even going to say, all right? Anyways, you guys already know who this is, right? The high-rise, living, work, wife, stealing, intern, John. Out.